this is my favorite part of the campaign, because I'm going to give you a tour of my gear, of which I have about half of my gear with me. Part of it's down in Southern California. This is going to make MacGyver look like a noob when I give you the full tour, so I'm going to give you about a half tour today. So, first off, there's no way I could have hitchhiked the country for 12 years doing all this stuff and keeping it all together with my computer supplies and all these things without this gear. It allowed me to travel light enough that I was able to make it happen without being overburdened with a huge backpack. This first piece, and it's all road worn, so don't expect it to look perfect. Maybe when we get our bus I can get it all like just like that. But this is called a squilk. I like Velcro a lot because Velcro, it doesn't break like buttons and zippers, especially if you're out in the woods. So you're going to find out that on this gear I use a lot of Velcro. Now, silk is one of the most efficient fibers on the planet. Only royalty could use it at one time. And so it makes a nice blanket. It dries very fast, so it prevents molding and whatnot. And then underneath it, you'll see this is a waterproof leather cloak. And as you can see down here, there's another one. And this one, you'll see there's pockets inside of it at the corners. And inside these pockets are these straps. And these straps, another waterproof cloak here, see how there's a strap on every corner? And that's so that this can be hung up, and this is an instant waterproof tarp. And actually this cloak can be connected with this cloak that I'm wearing. And if you have like 5 or 6 people out in the wilderness and we've all got these cloaks, you can attach them at the sides. And bam, you got an instant like TP-shaped structure. So then when you get out into the wilderness, we just throw these around our sticks and we're out there. We can have time to build our shelter so we can travel much lighter. So there's your tarp, there's your raincoat, and there's your tent. Bam, that's it. And in the front of it, you'll see I've got it counterbalanced with 4 of these things. Bam. See these? These little packs on my side. And what's inside each of these packs, these are also available on our recommended products section of wildwillpower.org. These are, let's see if you can see that, ripstop microweave silk. So this is machine made. So this is way more efficient than that cloak over there that was just regular silk. This is like hyper sewn silk, and this fits 2 people, 3 people my size can easily fit inside of this. And this is 10 degrees of warmth and dries extremely fast. So instead of carrying a big sleeping bag and looking like a duck, because I would look like that kind of if I was walking around, instead I got these things, and I just clip them onto the sides, 4 here, and they're 10 degrees each, so 10, 20, 30, 40, and then I got 4 in the front of my cloak, so there's 80 degrees of warmth. So between me and Kevin, who's holding the camera, thanks Kevin.
Hello.
We've got 160 degrees of warmth. So this helps us travel super light, go full speed. They come in beautiful colors. And actually, we ended up losing one of them. So I've only got 7 right now. Kevin never had any, we couldn't afford them yet. So, bandanas are pretty awesome, as we all know. They're pretty cool. You can put stuff inside of them and tie them up into packaging. You could grab, like, if I'm collecting nettles or something out there, I usually stick them inside my bandanas. I use these in bulk sections for when I go to the organic food store. So I put my trail mix or whatever it is in here, popcorn. And so these are really cool because I get to leave the store from the bulk section without any garbage. Awesome. And so let's see, what else do we got? Oh yeah, so check out these. So when they're billowed up, I just want you to notice, here, come down a little closer to the ground at eye level. Think about 16 of these piled up. They're really nice because when it's not cold out, you can just get in like one of these and it keeps the bugs out. If you're on the beach, it keeps the sand out. But then you've got all these other ones just become like a bed. And speaking of bedding, let's see. I'm going to show you some more stuff. Well, I'll get to the bedding in a second. While I'm taking this off, this is an awesome canteen. I've looked at a lot of canteens, but this one has the physics that's just awesome. I like it because it's actually designed to stick duct tape around here. It says it right on the label. It's a GSI outdoor duck jug, 1.25 liters. It's got a wide mouth, which we love. And it's really good because if you're like making tea or whatever and you're out in the woods or something, you don't got a little tiny hole to put it in. So the wide mouth is actually really important. And it's cool, and I like it. It doesn't have any paint on it. I like that they kept it just like this because, just the steel, because that way you don't got paint chipping off and contaminating the ecosystem that you're living in and animals or bugs eating it. It's just nice. I just love that cup. Here, let's take a look at the shoes. Now these are kind of dirty. I was digging in the garden yesterday, so let's just accept them for what they are. They look a little funny. I call them lightning dancers, but man, these are so comfortable. And I really wanted a shoe. I was barefoot for my first 8 years on the road, and these are made from a jacket from the secondhand store. And basically I didn't want to buy a shoe that was made from an animal that had been killed. And I didn't want it made from a synthetic material like oil or anything like that. And I didn't want rubber on the bottom because the rubber blocks the electromagnetic charge. So when people are dancing around on the ground out in these grasses, it's like dandelion is made from iron, calcium, magnesium, copper, zinc. And if you look at like a multivitamin, it's got all these chromium, all these metallic minerals and metals, or ionic minerals and metals, very small. And most grasses, all these are made up from ionic minerals and metals. So if a group of people are rubbing their bare feet on these ionic minerals and metals, it's just like rubbing your bare feet on carpet, and there's an